All right, Duke City Rep is kicking off their 5th season with a production that really is sure to be unforgettable. 3 dead women try to figure out who murdered them. Yeah, that's a great way to start the season. Just grab them, like right away. Just get out there, do it, you know. Anyway, we were talking with Amelia Ampuero, the artistic director, and Katie Becker-Cologne, director of education with Duke City Rep, about The Drowning Girls. Ladies, thanks for coming in. So I know there's a third, Lauren Myers, who also co-stars with you. Couldn't make it this morning. Poor Lauren.
She should be right here.
She should be right there. Anyway, so glad that you guys are here.
Thank you.
This seems like a really intriguing piece to me. The marketing on this has really piqued my interest. It seems like a very dark, sort of spooky piece. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's probably hard to talk about the murders of 3 women without it being a little creepy. But it's not scary. It's not like boo type of scary stuff.
Boo. If that's your scary, that's Amelia's boo.
Yeah.
So you're also going to be working at Haunted House this year, right, Amelia?
Exactly.
So now this piece, let's talk a little bit about this story. Just learned it was adapted from a novel based on true events.
Yes, it's adapted from a book called The Magnificent Spilsbury and the Brides of the Bathtub. And the premise is that there was a man, a cad. Named George Joseph Smith, and he married 3 women and drowned them each in the bathtub in 1912, 1913, and 1914 in order to inherit all of their money.
Holy moly, that's insane. So now this piece, I understand you guys play about 20 different characters. It's just the 3 actors, but you play over 20 characters, is that right?
Yeah.
So who are all these characters in the story?
We play everything from each other's families to the man himself. We play police officers. We play the lawyer in the trial and everything. Who else do we play?
That's a big chunk of it. It's because the women are trying to figure out, they know who did it, but they don't know why that happened to them. Why did they marry this man and not know that he was a terrible human? How did they get themselves in this situation? And so they need each other to be their family and police officers and all those people.
So they're sort of reflecting back from the afterlife as to what happened, what led up to their demise?
They're working through it. It's one of those things where you can sit there and look at the situation and say, how are these women so stupid? But when you're in it, you understand exactly how they were able to fall in love with this man and trust him and play perfectly into this whole scheme that he had.
Yeah, well, I think that's something a lot of people probably can relate to in various ways. So what drew you guys to this piece? How did you come about it?
We were...
that sounds even scarier than your boo, Amelia, I gotta tell you.
Exactly. Well, we were really looking, when we sat down and started thinking about the 5th season, we were looking for things to really push our own limits as artists and things that were going to be unlike anything Albuquerque audiences had seen before. This show, with the way that it is structured, the water, the liberal use of water, and the story really felt like it was something that we could make that would be really surprising for Albuquerqueans at the theater.
Yeah. So in working on this, speaking of surprises, was there something about working on this piece, delving into the characters, this story that surprised you as artists? I mean, I know both of you have very storied careers in very different things, but every time you encounter a new piece, you walk away with something. Was there something that really stuck out that you were not expecting during the process?
Yeah, this is the first time I've worked with live water on stage, and we use a lot of it.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
We pour it on each other. We have tubs of it everywhere. We're walking through it in stocking feet and wedding dresses. Like, it's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that, you know, like getting naked on stage is always a thing for people. I have to say that being in white and soaking wet is worse.
Is worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We're seeing a bit of the trailer here as well.
Yeah.
Amelia, what about you? What struck you about this piece, or maybe surprised you in developing it?
Gosh, I think just how universal it all is.
Really?
Again, going back to that thing of like wanting to judge these women for making these foolish choices, but we spent so much time in rehearsal talking about the society that these women lived in and how it was so easy for them to feel like this was their last chance. And the team also, the only man in the room was John Hardy, the director. So there was a lot of like female energy revving up through this whole thing, which was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, fantastic. So give us the details. when and where we can see it. Only running a couple of weekends, is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can see it starting this Thursday. We open this Thursday at 8 p.m. over at the Cell Theater. And we run Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend and next weekend until October 12th.
Okay, fantastic. And tickets we can get online, is that right?
Yep,
Okay.
yeah, you can get online. Come see us if the Balloon Glow gets canceled over at the Balloon Fiesta.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, anytime that something goes wrong
Yeah.
with Balloon
We're
Fiesta,
having a show,
come see the Drowning
so
Girls.
come see
Exactly. Your festival. One leads to the other, just very succinctly.
That's right.
All right, of course, we will have links to DukeCityRep.com at our website, at KRQE.com. Just click on links. Ladies, break legs.
Thank
Cannot
you
wait
so
to see
much.
this show.
Yay!
All the boos and everything.
Yeah.
Very
Boo.
scary. Yeah, boo. We'll be right back.